In today's video, we're going to talk about the Marvels trailer, aka Captain Marvel 2. This trailer has caused a lot of controversy, and it is currently the most disliked MCU teaser trailer on YouTube. But of course, this is because people are hating on it for no reason. But at the same time, you've got people being fanboys and defending it before the trailer even came out. So it's all right to be like saying, yeah, people were just hating on it because Brie Larson's in it for no reason. But at the same time, you're fanboying it and doing Disney damage control without even seeing it yourself. So you're no better for loving it than you are for disliking it. I just don't think the internet can handle criticism. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? I wish you here if you are new around and make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture-based content that we cover on a daily basis. So, before this trailer came out, we had the Marvel simps coming out saying stuff like this. 9 hours until embarrassingly weak men show how afraid of strong women they are by banding together under a bevy of weightless buzzwords. Now, I do find this funny because realistically, I'm down the middle. I think the trailer was okay. It didn't blow me away, but let's be honest, Marvel's lost its hype massively. We know that. No one really cares about Guardians 3 either. If you look at all the traffic, look at all the engagement on Google Trends, no one really cares for anything to do with Marvel currently. So it's all right to come out and say, yo, the trailer's going to be freaking amazing. You're just hating on it because you don't like strong women. Okay, cool story, bro. Cool story, bro. So where was this energy when Wakanda Forever trailer came out? Because that's heavily female-orientated. You got Shuri, who became the next Black Panther. You've also got Nikita, you got Okoye, but where was this energy there? Where was the dislike review? Oh, wait, it didn't happen. Okay, Doctor Strange 2, co-main lead, Scarlet Witch, aka Elizabeth Olsen. Where was that? Okay, the energy was not there. Okay, Black Widow movie. Where was that hit? Okay, it didn't get this. Do you see my point here? It's all right if you're going to say weak men afraid of strong women. No, I think the case is Disney and Marvel have publicly basically said, I mean, they've even done it in Star Wars recently, where they're going to save Lucasfilms by making it more female-centric. Now, sure, I get it. They want more female representation, but the MCU's, I mean, Black Widow, she was always there. Like Scarlet Witch, she was always there. So it's all right to come out and say how weak men are afraid of strong women. That's almost as bad as being toxic, because this is like being anti-misogynist in the way that you're going, yes, we need strong female. We need strong females. And sure, bro, but it is fair criticism. I don't believe it's got nearly 500,000 dislikes for no reason. Now as you're speaking, I get it, but you've got to also put the demographic and the audience into it. Sure, if you're going to get chucked into outer space, I don't care who you are, you'll be scared shitless. So the trailer starts with Miss Kamala Khan somehow appearing in space, swapping with Photon, aka Monica Rambeau, and she starts screaming. Of course, bro, she's a teenager. She's in middle space. She's got no idea what's going on. So, yeah, some of the criticism's not valid. But overall, the trailer didn't blow anyone away. And you've got to think, Marvel fans are used to Endgame level standard stuff. I mean, the standards dropped massively since Doctor Strange 2. And like I say, if this movie had Scarlet Witch in it, had Black Widow in it, would the criticism be there? Probably still. But it wouldn't be half as bad as what it is. So these Marvel chills, these Marvel simps coming out saying, yeah, you're just upset that it's woke and cringe and SJW. I mean, yeah, there is some of that in there, but if you listen to my trailer breakdown for it, I still think it's going to be a decent-ish movie, but I'm setting that on Marvel's most recent standard, which isn't very high. So I don't believe the Marvel's trailer is the most disliked trailer in history because it's being review bombed. Now, of course, mainstream media is saying the exact same stuff. The Marvel's trailer blasted online earlier this week, but it looks to be the latest Marvel project being review bombed by those hitting the dislike button. The first trailer for the Marvels was released earlier this week, and as the time of recording this, it's got nearly 500,000 dislikes. Dislikes for Marvel Studio trailer are typical in the low 5-figure range, and telling that as a sneak peek to receive the same reception and negative feedback as the She-Hulk attorney at law got. So it's getting review bombed massively. There's a lot of story, there's a lot of narrative plot points that people were saying in the comments that people weren't happy with, and it to be fair, it does look like they are forcing some kind of agenda there. But I don't think these people coming out on Twitter going, yeah, you're just scared of strong female. That's why you hate it. Yet everybody loves Wonder Woman. Like, that argument makes no sense, because where were these people with the Wakanda Forever trailer? Where were they with Doctor Strange 2? Scarlet Witch was basically the co-main lead. Where were they with Black Widow? Like, where were they? Were nowhere, because that was not forced. That wasn't a forced agenda in most people's eyes. So people already coming out to defend the Marvels before the trailer had even come out. It's no worse being a Marvel hater than being a Marvel simp. You don't get any better internet clout. And most of the time people post this stuff for internet clout. Now, I'm not liked in the Marvel community, and I don't really care, to be fair, but it does make me laugh how some people think they're more self-righteous because they're hating on Brie Larson, or they love Brie Larson. It doesn't really matter either way, but I do think this is going to negatively impact reshoots massively. I do think they will be toning everything down massively in reshoots, because it comes out in November. They will be reshooting again. So I put up something on Twitter today. I said, generally, why do people hate Brie Larson? And these comments came out here. Not a fan of hers. The acting in Captain Marvel was bland at best. Some of her expressed opinions are sketchy. Interesting. Set of lungs on her. I think she's great. She's the only person in the MCU who actually responds to me. She's basically on white men, not knowing the demographic of her audience. Not to mention, I felt lectured more than when I was entertained watching Captain Marvel. She's an awesome character in the comic. Now, this is interesting, but I think Kevin Feige's partly to blame here, because Kevin Feige came out and said, yo, you've got to go watch Captain Marvel 1. It turned over $1 billion, and it turned out you didn't actually have to watch it. And sure, but Brie Larson is outspoken in press junkets. She does say stuff that she shouldn't really say, but at least she's being herself. She's not being a fake and a fraud like most people are, to be honest. She's a neo-feminism, very good actress, though, but annoying. See, I have a really small reach, so I only got a few replies. But it does make me laugh. But it's like, most of these guys that hate on the Marvels trailer, it'd be like, yeah, if you were to say like, yo, Brie Larson would like to go out on a date with you tonight, 99.99% of these guys will be there faster than the Flash would be there. So it's not they dislike Brie Larson necessarily. It's just the agenda that Marvel is pushing. And to a certain degree, I do get why there is a lot of hate around the Marvels trailer, to be honest, because it does look a little bit cringy in certain parts. But are you part of the actual target demographic? I mean, I watched Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan's season 1. I don't really think I was a demographic for that. But if you're not the demographic and you're going to criticize something, it's not really aimed at you, but I really think the Marvels will not do very well at the box office because of this. Not because they hate strong females. That's absolute nonsense. Because Wakanda Forever, predominantly, there's probably more female main leads. There's Okoye, there's Shuri, there's Nikita, there's Ramona, Shuri's mum. There's so many strong female leads in Wakanda Forever. It grossed just over 800 million. And according to most recent box office numbers, apparently it made $200 million-ish profit. Doctor Strange 2, co-main star. Scarlet Witch, apparently that did over 800 as well. Actually did over 900, and that made close to $250 million profit. So I think this agenda that these Marvel simps are pushing when they say, yeah, weak men afraid of how strong women are, they are banding together. It's like, okay, I think it looks like a decent movie, to be fair, like I say, but if you're going to be a reviewer of anything, you need to be able to see both sides of the stories here. Most of these Marvel simps are like, the likes that get to go to Marvel press screeners and Marvel red carpet. Oh, wait, I get to go to Marvel stuff. Oh, wait, yeah, but I speak my mind. And that's what I think Hollywood really does not understand. Regardless of who comes to your events, they need to speak the truth. There's a lot of people that go to screeners and press junk and they pander. I mean, to be fair, they have their own freaking agenda. So it's all right going, oh yeah, Disney has an agenda. You're saying Disney has an agenda. But when these people go to these press screeners and you see the early reactions, they're like, oh my god, it's the greatest movie ever, and then you get to their actual movie review, and these kind of people that said the Captain Marvel trailer was the greatest thing ever, their reaction will be like, yo, it's so freaking good. But then you get to their real review, it's like, yeah, it was okay, because they all did it with Ant-Man 3. They all do it all the time. And this is why I'm not liked in the pop culture YouTube community, because I'm a little bit outspoken, but it's never personal. I'm just saying, exactly what I think. I do think Marvel has a massive problem. They need to organically put these female roles into movies without making it forced, without forcing it down your throat. And based on the comment section on the most recent The Marvel trailer, it looks like it's being rammed down your throat. And also combined with the fact that DC and Marvel, no one really cares for them anymore. Realistically, Super Mario Bros. Smashed Ant-Man 3 box office total in just under a week. Are you kidding me? A video game adaptation of Mario smashed Ant-Man 3 with Kang in, that's setting up Kang's dynasty in his first movie in Phase 5, and it has Paul Rudd in it? Are you kidding me? There is no superhero fatigue. There's shit story fatigue. Just like James Gunn said, the stories are so weak. Now, I'm not going to say whether I agree with these comments that it's so woke and it's cringe and all this stuff. And I'm not going to say, oh, the Captain Marvel trailer looks dope and it looks great. I mean, I think it looks decent in parts, but there's definitely an agenda from both sides of the stories here. You can cover content without being a fanboy. You can cover content without being a hater. You've got to play it down the middle, and a lot of these people saying the Marvel's trailer was the greatest thing ever, they're not playing it down the middle. You can be a fan, sure, but you've got to be honest with yourself. But like I said, so many people, reactions on it's so great, then you get to the actual review, and it's completely the opposite, because they've got their little quote on the trailer or the poster. I don't really know where I'm going with this. And it's like, yeah, there's lots of people defending the Marvel's trailer. Insecure, toxic trope. Why do they always drop the insecure line? They're just misogynists. It doesn't make you misogynist if you don't like the Captain Marvel 2 trailer, because there's a lot of points that I agree with. There's points I disagree with, but it depends. Are you the target audience? Have you outgrown Marvel? Is this movie for you? Do you need to watch this movie to continue watching Marvel? No, you don't really, because careful for spoilers. The plot leak, yeah, it doesn't really add much to the story going on, except for the ending and the post-credit scene. Except for that, you could skip this movie if you really wanted to. It's just interesting how much hate Brie Larson gets. And Brie Larson isn't happy because we have Monica Rambeau and Kamala Khan in it because they're protecting her. They're protecting her. Are they really protecting her? Or do they have similar powers, so they thought, yo, cool, let's put them all in the same movie. Their powers are basically all connected. I mean, that makes more sense to me, but it is what it is. But I'm not one of these superficial people that will go, oh, well, yeah, everyone's going to hate on the Marvel's trailer tomorrow. It's going to be so good. Because by you saying everyone's going to hate on it, you're going into a trailer wanting to like it. Therefore, your opinions on said trailer are not real anyway. You should go into it with no expectations. And if you really do dislike it, be analytical, be critical. Don't just go, it's woke, it's cringy. They're trying to make Brie Larson take over the MCU, and nah, they're not doing that at all. That is not the case. But then again, Star Wars recently came out and said, female-centric is going to save the Star Wars galaxy. So, I don't know. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do I know where the freaking hell I'm going with this video? Not really, but it is interesting how it's the most disliked Marvel trailer ever. Like, it's not even that bad, to be honest. There's been worse trailers than this. It really isn't that bad, but I get it. I do get it. But then again, I see the criticism, but it is what it is. Like I say, they purposely did this trailer to see the feedback, and they can change a lot of things before the movie comes out. It doesn't come out to November. They can really change a lot of things. So yeah, I see the YouTube videos going around. The Marvel movie is doomed. Media attacks fans. What do they do? That media basically attacking fans, saying they don't like it because it's a female-driven story. Wonder Woman did great. Black Widow did great if you put the streaming numbers there. Wonder Woman 84 did great on HBO Max. Wakanda Forever, female-driven, did great. Doctor Strange 2, Scarlet Witch, did great. There's no argument here. It's nothing to do with strong females. It's a forced agenda, I guess, if you want to say that. But like I say, this is why I'm not liked in the YouTube community, is because I actually speak my mind. But it's never personal. I just want to know what you guys think, because over 400,000 dislikes is crazy for any YouTube video that's been out less than a week. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu. See the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, Warstu G. I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.